Peace Collective. I am coming to you today to bring you the message. The tower is falling, the foundation is starting to crack, and it is not what it seems. This message is brought to you with the guidance of Archangel Michael. With that being stated, there's a lot of energies out in the collective right now where there are energies that are desperate to hold on to the light that they have siphoned from others. There are many of you who are shining bright lights, but have also suffered a lot in this lifetime. With the suffering that you have done, you have come to a point where you can't take no more, and you are being asked to let the tower fall because you have built a safe foundation within yourself. Okay, that whatever is going to be built next is yours. It does not belong to those that try to siphon off of your energy, to build off of your energy, and to create empires. This is falling. The blessings that they have tried to take from you, that's falling. It's crumbling before their very eyes, and it's also crumbling before yours. And this crumbling is a destruction of what they've built on your energy to now allow you to build and walk the pathways and roads that you were meant to walk. Okay, let's see what Archangel Michael has for us today. Okay. The first card that came out is Swords and Scales. Swords and Scales to me speaks to a balance, right? Your energy and in your life, the scales have been completely out of balance, right? You are a pure heart. In having this purity and having this light about you, there has been many that have sought to really add heaviness to you. Karmic situations, toxicity, drama, fueling things in your life that are meant to keep you in certain cycles. That's what they want for you. This is what oppositional energies are seeking to do in your life, and you're saying no more in this particular point in time in your life. And as the energy of this foundation is cracking before your eyes, you can feel it because you're saying, I cannot take no more. Otherwise, my vessel is not going to be able to sustain this reality. What you are saying is, Spirit, something must be done, because if this is the pathways that I have to continue to walk in, your primal energy will be coming to the forefront. And you've done this really beautiful process of integration with your primal self, allowing your primal self to trust you, to take the lead in your life. Now, in taking the lead of your life, you've also become, in a way, docile. Not docile as far as like just anything can happen to you, but more so coming into an internal peace. Your peace that you've sustained in this chaos is now even being tried more. They're like, okay, well, she's in peace. Let's see what else we can take. Let's try to mess with her in this particular way, or him, right? Depends if you're a female or male. But you are saying there is no more that I can take. There is no more pushing me to the edge of the line. You've been able to pour into yourself through self-love, right? Through reclaiming your mental sanity. You've reclaimed your internal world. Now it's the external world's turn to reflect that to you. However, in this, it's you. I feel like this is honoring your voice, right? I feel like the divine is making it a lot more clear to people what they're meant to be doing in the pathways that have been constructed and built for them to walk. And this is a predestined energy that is being shown to you in your life through dreams, through confirmations with people, whether it's through text messages, calls, whether it's just, those that you may not know well, let's say strangers, truly confirming to you your gift. And in this, I feel like there's a certain fear that you may be experiencing because you don't know if what Spirit is asking you to do, if it's going to be well received. Trust that everything you've been going through is taking you to this new level. And so this is a due process. In this due process, you will be seeing people who will be losing relationships, whose careers will be failing, who may be dealing with sickness, health issues, mental health issues. See, Spirit showed me something yesterday because I've been messed with as well too. And there's parts of us that want to be satiated, that primal self is saying, I can't deal with this no more. And so I was allowed to bite into someone. And part of me, this primal self that wouldn't be very ravenous, bit into this person and realized they were hollow. There was no blood to be drawn because they're dead. These people are already dead. And when you see that these people are just literally the living dead, there's no substance to them. There is no true reflection of self. There is no internal workings outside of striving off a drama because they're afraid of doing the internal work. And as I say this, understand that that's why they're pulling on your energy. Because they're afraid to look into the depths of themselves, and now they're left with no choice but to deal with the ramifications of themselves, to walk away as you claim your spot. I was sitting here just now because no rooms were available in the library. I have to be in the shared desk. The man walked away. Symbolically, as I'm saying this, I'm getting ready to say this. Use your voice. Reclaim what's yours because we have the microphone. You are now expressing yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be in a rogue way, right? Because as I bit into this person in the dream time and this wound was there that was hollow, there was no blood, there was like no bone. I kept saying to the person, you're dead, you're dead, you're dead, trying to get the person to wake up, that they're not home in their body, in their essence. And in this aspect of them being dead, we're speaking literally to the walking dead who cannot receive these messages. And don't allow yourself to be triggered because you have the aspect of you, okay, where you've gone into the love and light, but you also have the primal self. And I wouldn't sit here and say that the primal self is a evil part. It's the part of you that's been hurt the most, that's ready to go into war, to show up for yourself. But Spirit told me and really showed me really in this dream that it's about a balance. See, there's no point in engaging in a war with one person in particular when really if you are a light worker, if you are here and you've been predestined by the Creator to do something impactful in this world, that's going to happen. But it doesn't need to be on a small level where you're just shooting at one particular person. Build a cannon. That cannon is your purpose. And blast these people out of the water. The parasites that don't belong there. They cannot keep stealing people's blessings. They cannot keep trying to do destiny swapping for positions that they were never meant to occupy in the first place. It is time where you use your voice. Your actions are going to show this of you. This is going to put you into a place where now people know who you are in whatever field you're meant to. So this isn't about you achieving your greatness in this particular reading. Let me make that clear. What this is about the foundation that those that try to build off of your name, off of your energy, off of your etheric weave is falling because you, with your energy and your stance, you're saying, I cannot do this no more. I refuse to do this anymore because if any more is taken out of me, I will not be viable for this world. I am talking to someone who has suffered a lot. I am talking to someone who has known spiritual attack. I'm talking to someone who has overcome. I'm talking to someone who has found peace in their internal world. Your external world is not reflecting that to you just yet. But hold on tight because we're going there. And so right now, okay, because the headed card came up, I feel like This is two-sided with the poor health. This is, if you allow yourself to continue to be drained, right, and not step into the predestined alignments that have been crafted for you, your health will deteriorate. There's only so much a person can be pushed. There's only so far a person can be pushed. There's only so much of the physical vessel can take. You may not fit into the normal societal constructs that have been created by the society. See, Western society and Western medicine will never understand those that have been ordained to operate in the other realm, but bring it into this reality. See, this realm, or this matrix as we call it, is designed to keep people asleep, not awake. But you are part of the ascension process. You are part of the process to get you to help wake up the collective. This poor health, or this headache, this poor health is two-sided. So you may be experiencing headaches. I know that I have. I have been experiencing dizziness. There's too much going on around me, the chaoticness that my vessel can't contain. Your body is letting you know this is time to pour into you. Forget what's going on around you. Let them have what they think they're taking because they're not getting away with it. You're about to walk into many more blessings. This is your construction phase, deconstruction phase. And not necessarily, so I'm going to cancel your deconstruction phase. This is their deconstruction phase. This is where their lives start to collapse. This is where now they start to experience the unpleasantness. This is where now they start to go into crisis mode, where they start to experience the emergencies. All the things that they try to pour into you, they now get to experience it. And unapologetically so. You don't step in to prevent anyone from going through anything at this particular point in time. And I'm not saying ravish or revel in their displeasure. What I'm saying is let what they've earned for themselves come to them in truth. And as this is deconstructing, your energy comes back to you. Your energy starts flowing back. You start to get your creative juices. This is where you now start to get more insight into what you're meant to do, what you genuinely enjoy doing. I had a good conversation with someone I've met recently. And, it's Spirit's been asking us to live. I know Spirit's been asking me to live, and I've been afraid. I've been afraid to open up into the world. Well, what do I like to do? And I know exactly what I'm meant to do now. And it's fun for me. I can do it off the top of my head. The spiritual part of it, it's very much ingrained with it, but it's a way to actually help people who are asleep awake, and maybe not awake fully in their journey, but to get them to stop and think and to rationalize their behaviors in a way that it's received by them. This is your moment to shine. This is your moment to sit here and say, you know what, I find peace regardless of whatever's going on with my body. I need to faint for a little. I need to get my rest. Baby, this is the last legs of your resting, okay? Because we've been in a big rest period. Well, honey, you are about to be full-blown thrown into what is meant for you. But you can't hide from that no more. There is no running. Spirit's been asking the collective to live, to truly decide what they're willing to do, I feel, for the last couple years. And of course, all of this takes time in everyone's individual journey. But your resting period is coming to an end, my dear. What else? We have Archangel Michael. And sorry for the background noise. It is what it is. Fireworks, okay? Didn't I just say you were about to be thrown full-blown into what you're meant to be doing? Because you're no longer running. Now, it doesn't mean that you are afraid of... And I don't mean like a fear, right? Like a true fear. I feel like this is more so, these are uncharted waters, uncharted territories. Because you've experienced the negative to such a degree that now you're going to experience the positive to such a degree. If you haven't been loved, you're going to experience love. Okay, if you've experienced poverty, now you're going to experience abundance. This is where you're coming into the dynamic season of who you are because you are being yourself unapologetically. And again, there's no ill will intent from you coming to any of these people, but you are tired of the oppositional energies, those forces, those malevolent spirits that are constantly trying to attack you and attack those like you, that are trying to siphon off the energy of children, to siphon off of the energy of the light of others, because they can't find the light within themselves, because they have no blood flowing through their veins, because they are hollow inside, because they are dead. You are coming into an aspect of celebration as their towers are falling. The foundation is cracking. You are seeing the sun. You are feeling like the load is coming off of your chest because you can finally breathe. Now, in this moment, it might not feel that way. You might actually be feeling more than anything that the foundation is cracking. You might be feeling more than anything that I can't continue to sustain things in this way because that load is too heavy. I cannot keep carrying all these people when I am being depleted, not being poured into. That time has come to an end. Get ready for your breakthrough. This is your season. This is your time. Enjoy the fact that, and I'm not talking about from a malicious standpoint, but enjoy the fact that the foundation is cracking. Enjoy the fact that the heaviness is coming up off of you and it is crumbling. Because what you have built in your internal world is going to be the foundation of what you build moving forward. They have not done the work because they have been relying on your internal world. They have been relying on your light to fuel their lives. And now that energy is coming back to you, my dear. The foundation is cracking and you feel it. And it may feel like you are losing your mind. It may feel like you can't hold on, but I'm telling you, hold on because it is here. I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm talking about the fact that this is you drawing your line, saying, Spirit, this is it. This is where I am done. I cannot take no more. I refuse to take any more. Spirit's like, we hear you. Okay. They got to come up off of you now because you are saying enough is enough. And it doesn't mean these people stop their foolishness. It just means you don't support it no more. It's no, oh, well, this person was an inner child and, they're hurt. No. That inner child, they move so far away from the essence of God. They move so far away from that inner child, from that bright light. They're deciding to be pariahs and parasites. Let them be who they are choosing to be. Now you are free from that. You can become who you want to be. And you may not even fully know where your life is leading, but trust me, it's about to lead you somewhere beautiful. What else we got, Archangel Michael? All right, let's see what else we got. Or was that it? Too many cards. Hold on, let's drop some cards here. 1 second. All right, we're back to it. What else we got, Spirit? All right, Spirit is telling me this is the one. Crystal ball. Oh, excuse me. Let me fix this chair. This isn't like, oh, go to a psychic, you're going to see everything. This is you seeing it for yourself, it being revealed in dream times, it being revealed again through other people. Like I said, where your path is leading, it's being shown to you. And I feel like the reason why it's being shown to you is because opposition does not have the power to stop it anymore. The only one that can truly stop it is you. And then at the end of the day, if you are the person I am sure I'm tapping into, it cannot be stopped because you are not allowing yourself to become stagnant, and you will face those fears. Whether it's fears of rejection or fears of, not being accepted from the world, which is the same thing. You are going to know embrace. You're going to know love. So this crystal clarity of what you're seeing, what you're sensing, it's not wrong. Their foundation is cracking. And it doesn't mean that you're going crazy. It doesn't mean that you're going insane. It means that you're saying enough is enough, and this is where I draw the line. Enough is enough. And I'm showing up for myself. You can't have what's mine. And they may think they won. I literally got someone who I walked past in the shelter, and they're like, ha. Ha ha ha. I'm like, girl, the evil spirits you deal with got your mind, body, and soul. Because that's who she's choosing to entertain. Laugh, I ain't gotta laugh at you. I could just look at you with pity. You're pitiful, pathetic, and keep it moving. Because that person isn't worth my time, the energy that I have. Nothing, really. It's not my battle to take. Empaths, you taking your power back. You taking your power back. What else we got? Said you taking your power back. Here come the night. The night is confident. It's heroic. The night is like, I'm here. I'm coming to the rescue. You coming to the rescue of your life, not theirs. You're showing up for you in a beautiful light that you've never shown up before, because honestly, you've never known it. And I'm not saying you haven't known your light. The way you're showing up for yourself is in a completely different way. And you're glowing and you're shining. And they can see it and they're mad. You probably got some people trying to imitate you because they want to be you, but guess what? They can't be you. You can only do you as beautifully and as authentically as you can do you. My skin is glowing, by the way. And despite the chaos, you still shining. There is no evidence of stress. We got the master. You are constantly working to master yourself. And baby, there's a certain level of self-mastery that has been achieved in order to access this level. In order for the foundation to crack, you're saying let it happen. Because when you know everything falls and collapses around you, you've built something that's going to sustain. See, even in death, there's a rebirth. When an animal dies in nature, fungi takes over, then that nutrients goes back to the land, and now life springs from it. Even in the stars, aspect, if there's a supernova explosion, it actually, those gases create a nursery for now other stars to be born. You know that in the supernova explosion, you're going to give birth to many more stars, and who knows how many supernovas it's going to be. You have endless possibilities within you, my dear. Are you ready to see what your self-mastery is going to bring to you? Let the foundation crack. Eat your popcorn, watch the show, have a glass of champagne, and be so unbothered by what happens to them because they've earned it. Mind yourself. Pour into yourself. And as I said, pour into yourself. 2333, 333. Okay, we can't be making this stuff up because you are about to flourish in a beautiful way, and you are about to bring a wealth of knowledge to people. Now, how you bring that wealth of knowledge, that's going to be your style. Okay, this is going to be how spirit, has worked with you, the imprintations, that the creator has placed on your heart to bring to the world. Whether they receive that knowledge, that hidden knowledge, those insights, or not from the divine is up to them. And understand that there's going to be some deaths in this, because there's going to be those who choose to avoid the knowledge that you give. And that's okay. That is their choice. You can never make someone go on their healing journey. You can only reveal certain truths. And it's up to them to follow the path or not. And even though there's certain deaths, there's going to be the white rabbit, curiosity. There are those that will go down into the depths of the rabbit hole and the depths of self-exploration to actually find out who they are so they can rise in ascension and become who they were always meant to be. And it is up to you to give those pearls or those wisdoms. And whether it sprouts or not, that is not your business. You mind your business. You do exactly what the Creator has told you to do, unapologetically, without care of the outcome. And guess what? You got the ostrich trap as well. That's letting you know right there, there's going to be some of them that are so upset at your victory that they're going to literally put their head in the sand because they don't want to deal with the mess that they've created, but they can't avoid it. They could put their head in the sand, they could try to avoid it all they want. But your light will still be felt. Their body will still feel it. This is an energetic vibration that they're feeling right now. There's fear that is coursing through them, whether they realize it or not, because they know that what's about to happen is going to collapse and shatter the world they built on your work, on your energy, off of your harvest. Get coming for it. And look, I picked up the cards, but this was one that did not get picked up. Spirit, let me know this is the one. Shield. Okay? You are protected. It don't matter what they're trying to come with next. You are protected. They can't stop the show that's about to be. They can't stop the show that's about to happen. Okay? This, my dear, is you stepping into a whole nother realm of existence and reality. A whole new timeline. The timeline they were trying to bound you to no longer exists. So don't bind yourself to it. You stand up for your standards, what you believe in. You ain't got to force nobody. But I guarantee you, they're going to feel it in a unapologetic way. I mean, what else do we got to say outside of the fact that the foundation is crumbling? You have been that foundation. And if you're saying I'm not upholding your nonsense anymore, well, then it's not going to be upheld anymore. And that's that. And now you get to live this beautiful life. Anything else as a closing message, Spirit? The train, moving on. New endeavor, going away, one direction, on track, focus, on time, keep going forward, going with the flow, inflexible, steady climb, no resistance. What did I just say? What did I just say? It can't be stopped. You are on this train. You have boarded the train. And now there's movement taking place. And I'm not talking about physically, right? Because it may be physically, it may not be. But spiritually, there's a lot of things that are starting to take place, and it always happens in spirit first. So I'm going to leave it at that, y'all. Thank you so much for tapping in with me in spirit. Peace.